GPS signal, and it can display live statistics as to the players that are playing, the score that's happening, and all that data is coming from a live feed of database live statistics. And it's just calling between servers in terms of inputting in the data.
Now, you're showing that on an iPhone. Was that an iPhone app, or was it, you said it was through Vodafone. What kind of devices was that working on?
So this one is actually, Vodafone is the partner on this, but this was through Genio. So Genio is on Android as well as iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Junio or Genio?
Junio.
Junio, okay.
Another use case is what we've done with the Genio platform is that we incorporate these LLA markers, which stand for longitude, latitude, and altitude. With a lot of AR browser applications, it's relying on the GPS, but if you go indoor where GPS is limited, you're not going to get the right information. Content is going to be skewed. So what we did is we created these markers similar to QR codes, but they really determine the location of where you are indoors. So, this is a campaign we did with Kiosk Europe. It's a conference event where we set out these markers that were laid around conference. You can pretty much just scan the marker and it will bring you information about here's this exhibit, here's this kiosk, here's this conference that's going on, here's the speakers that's speaking in this room at this particular time. So for a big conference, it kind of helps you navigate not only the kiosk floor, but it can also help you navigate in terms of what conference are happening. This one is something that works more for the publishing side for Time Out New York Kids, where it's tying digital contents to an actual magazine cover. And this one, I saved the less for the last. This is actually a zombie shooter game that we've developed. It's currently on the Nokia phone, but basically it's a real world game where you can shoot zombies in your environment. So augmented reality, a lot of people talk about what is the next killer application of augmented reality. Is it magazines? Is it geolocation based? A lot of people believe AR, where the killer app is in the gaming side. Because you can see that, playing Nintendo, you're actually in your living room and playing a virtual game. But if you could combine that with the real world, where you're in the real environment, and if you got zombies coming at you, it's a lot more interactive and it's a lot more scary. So a lot of people think that's where it's going to go. I'll just show you a video clip really quick.
Plus, if you're a game developer, you don't have to develop environments anymore.
Yeah.
It's just all I have to do is develop some zombies, and the
Exactly.
guy, the owner of the phone, provides everything else.
Exactly.
Saves a lot of money.
But anyway, luckily I brought the game, but if you guys want to come closer, or I can show you. So it's getting the data in terms of the live camera, as you can see here, partner that we work with. But this is what you can imagine in terms of what the real world will look like. I think a lot of people know augmented reality maybe through Minority Report or through the films, but this is already possible on the mobile device, where you can point your phone and be able to see, directions, meetings, location information. Or if you don't know what this landmark is, you can point your phone and be able to see that landmark. In the future, AR is going to go beyond than just the mobile, but it's going to go into, for example, contact lenses or glasses, where the user interface is much better than just a simple phone. Because right now on the phone, you point your phone and people think you're taking a picture of them, or you look awkward on the street.
And your hand gets tired.
Your hand gets tired as well.
Your battery
But just imagine wearing glasses and be able to see from the corner of your eye, information, data, or even people data as to who that person is.
Yeah, there's the TED TV famous, I think it was 2-3 years ago. The TED TV was an iPhone, a camera, and some other element, and they merged it together from MIT, and they can
Yeah,
actually
who's
project
that
on
guy?
a
Sixth Sense.
yeah, they projected that on a person. They can actually come up with who's that person. They actually can recognize the person. They projected that anything else. They tell you what it is and where you can buy one. It's quite amazing. Yeah.
Isn't there one particular guy at MIT who is like the pioneer on that? Do you know his name?
It's actually a woman.
The one who-
Pranav Mystery was
Yeah.
the grad student that did that
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
with Patty Mice.
Patty Mice.
Yeah.
I have two questions. T-shirt, you get a 3D character. At the same time, you get his Twitter feed in terms of what he's tweeting. So he could be walking around tweeting new updates, and once you scan that marker, you know, you find out a little bit about him from his